Hi guys, Ethereal Awakening here. I'm going to start every video today with a little bit of an observation, a scientific observation. Um, Individuals trained in feelings of deep love and appreciation were able to intentionally change the shape of the DNA. And this is cited from Glenn Reed, PhD, and Roland McCready, PhD. Structural changes in water and DNA associated with new physiologically measurable states in the Journal of Scientific Exploration, Volume 8, Number 3, in 1994, pages 438 and 439. The observation went on to conclude, human emotion produces effects which defy conventional laws of physics. And I'm going to repeat just the findings without the cite. Individuals trained in feelings of deep love and appreciation were able to intentionally change the shape of the DNA. Human emotion produces effects which defy conventional laws of physics. So if you don't think we're on an emotional evolution here, this is peer-reviewed scientific journal exploration and scientific experiments that are right on track with us. Oh, we are. All right, so this one is an individual zodiac sign reading for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Check your North Node. Use your heart as the best resonator if this message is for you. If it's not, spit it out. Walk away. No big deal. All right, Spirit, what messages do we have for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the sign of Taurus. What messages do we have for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the sign of Taurus. One more time. Spirit, what messages are for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you in advance. Current energy, 2 cards. Star card. 2 of Swords. Heart space, 3 of Pentacles, King of Rods. And possible outcome, Justice, 7 of Pentacles. And underlying energy, World, 8 of Rods and 5 of Cups. All right. So right now, looking at the underlying energy or what you might not be aware of, I'm seeing that this cycle of mourning, there's a mourning that you've been going through. Something that you feel didn't turn out the way you wanted to. Relationship ended, job didn't go as, you didn't get the job you wanted or were canned from a job. It could be anything. Kids didn't come through the way you thought they would. Anything that was a disappointment and kind of left you like, damn, I really had wished they would have. I wish they would have. ... That's ending. Or Spirit is prompting you to come out of that. And that's what this 8 of Rods is for me. It's like that Jacob's Ladder. There is a download of information. There is a prompting from above. There is this urging that is like you've been kind of sitting in this cycle too long and it really needs to come to an end. Like we need to step out of the mourning, and so that way we can better look back, which is what's in your possible outcome. That 7 of Pentacles is recognizing that this is a pattern. This is a cycle. I've actually done this cycle before, becoming very clear, because Justice is, again, Spirit. We've got Spirit in the underlying energy ending the cycle for us. The downloads that you're getting, or the God speak that's coming through, is also here in this Justice card. She's got a sword for truth and then the scales for fairness. And this is God coming through with, this is just natural law and order. So when we reflect, as you see this, your 7 of Pentacles is looking back and saying, you know what? I recognize that I've been down this path. It may have had different players involved. There may have been different characters. And the scenery may have been different, but the storyline is the same. Shakespeare teaches us there's only 5 stories. It's the same 5 stories over and over. But honestly, when you think about that, how creative are we? We are so incredibly creative that we've taken 5 storylines and we've been able to pull them over and over and over again so cleverly that we didn't even know it was the same 5 stories. So this is recognition of that storyline. I've been through this and I've gotten desirable outcomes. Desirable. Good or bad is not required. That is a judgment. You're not required to make the judgment. You're just simply required to be honest and fair. Just be honest and fair. And that's and with yourself too. Looking at the decisions you've made and say, you know what, had I maybe tweaked it this way, it would have went a different way. Because you can't change anybody else's. Now, in your current energy, there's healing. This 2 of Swords is coming down. You know, this is Spirit stepping in and prompting and urging you to recognize that you need some healing. That there's time that needs to be taken into you. So this stuckness, this feeling like you can't move forward, Spirit is loud in your reading, in your current energy with the Star card, in your underlying energy with the World card, and then in your possible outcome with Justice. So this is Spirit right now. If I just pull out Major Arcana, in your current energy, your possible outcome, and what you might not be aware of. So this is kind of like, I don't feel Spirit's with me, but it is. Spirit is with you. God is with you. Because in your heart, you've got this King of Rods. And when you are a king, you're recognizing there's something that's putting a fire in your belly. And there's something that you want to come together. There's, a relationship you want to see manifest. There's a new job that you want to see come together. There's a new family dynamic that you want present in your family. There's something that you're like, man, this thing that I want is dynamic and incredible. And it's giving you passion. It's giving you drive. But I think you're failing to see that God is with you. God is with you currently, asking you to heal your emotions. Underlying energy, what you're not aware of, right there, speaking to you, asking you to come out of that mourning. Come out of that feeling like I woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. It's asking you to maybe take an emotional break to heal these emotions. You're going to feel some things. It's going to come up. It might be a little painful. But recognizing that these are the same patterns. Okay, yep. I was not more open to myself. I was not. So in those moments where you're asking yourself, well, I wish they would have said this. Why didn't you say that to yourself? Well, I wish that he wouldn't have fired me, or I wish that I would have got that job because, well, that wasn't for you. Why? You're second guessing God in those moments. God will never leave you in a place that, number one, you can't handle and that you can't get through. It's just recognizing that there's something else out there for you. There's something, this thing that's driving you that you want to see come together is simply on the other side of some self-emotional healing. And then the block is lifted, the patterns are revealed, and fairness and balance is restored. And then you get to complete your cycle. I hope this helped, Taurus.